The Worst Possible Commander Show is coming to MagicCon Las Vegas. We will be live playing in front of the crowd at 11 a.m. on Sunday, June 22nd. So see me, CGB, as well as Shay against Voxy and Amy the Amazonian throwing down with some of the more classic and beloved commanders in the game. So come to the Worst Possible Commander Show live at 11 a.m. on Sunday at MagicCon Las Vegas. There's a link in the description to make sure that you get your tickets today. As always, we'll see you there, and you're cool.
We good?
All right. Don't know what we're doing. We're going to find out what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome back to the worst possible box opening, the worst possible, whatever you want to call it. Hi, we are going to open the first collector box, my first collector box, your first collector box, our first collector box of Final Fantasy here for this video. It's me, it's CGB. This is Brent.
Hello.
Say hi, Brent. And there are gold serialized chocobos. There's 77 of them, I guess. It's 1 to 77. That's a really low print run.
That is low.
We don't know what we're going to get.
Nope.
So by the end of this, we're going to... later, are you scared?
The first one it was a little scary. Okay.
Don't worry, I'm so used to sharp objects. It's funny because I'm like scared to put a dent in it because it feels like it's worth something, but this is just the packaging.
Yeah.
Literally not worth anything after we open it.
It did. I was messing around shooting some B-roll beforehand. It feels fat, feels thick. I think it's got some good stuff in it. I'm excited.
Okay. So, pick the first one.
First one.
Yeah.
This one's screaming at me.
Okay. Number one.
Here we
with a
go.
bullet.
Come on.
I feel like I should have gloves on or something.
It feels like higher level than it usually is to open some of this stuff. It's crazy.
I mean, look right there. There's a hero token, and it's already shiny.
Yep.
All right, so
here we go.
We're gonna try to make that last. Hero Robot Warrior. We got Hill Gygas. Now, you know Final Fantasy.
I know, I'm pretty familiar with the Final Fantasy series. There's a couple ones that I know really well and some of them that I'm just familiar with. 6 is I'm not the most familiar with, but I can recognize characters and stuff like that. But 10's my big one.
This place is dangerous. Be careful. Okay. We got a Cloudbound Moogle.
You gotta love the Moogles.
Why do people love the Moogles?
They're so cute.
Gosh.
Look at that guy.
We won't go this slow always, but we have to start with some banter. Malboro.
Not as cute, but still cool.
Gross. Realms Sketching.
Oh.
It's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Makes a copy of anything. I mean, that's kind of cool. It's Blue Ramp, in a way.
Oh, yeah.
You just copy a land. Copy of Bounce Land would be pretty fire. Sorceress's Schemes. Little flashback stuff. We got a double-sider.
Oh, and another double. Oh my god, back to back. We're spoiling it.
Oh no, I'm doing everything wrong. Ultimecia Time Sorceress.
That one's pretty.
Yeah, and I believe this one flips into an extra turn. Yep, that's the one.
Ooh.
And then we've got half of a something with Vigilance, Menace, Reach, Trample, and Haste, and more text.
Fang, yep.
Yeah, Fang.
Very
Fearless. So on the back side, because there is green on the back, I believe this has a green color identity and you can't put it in mono black decks, but I'm not positive about that.
Oh, wow.
So let me know in the comments. Yeah, I'm getting a thumbs up. Stokes is over in the chair. Yeah.
Dang.
Stolen Uniform.
Ooh.
I have not seen the other art.
I was going to say, I haven't seen that art yet. That's sick. Also 6? Yeah.
So this is not only a way to steal an opponent's equipment and attach it to your thing, you can use this on your own equipment to attach it. So if you have a hammer, for example, a colossal hammer, this can attach it for 1 mana instead of the 8 or whatever it usually costs.
Oh, nice.
We got Mountain.
I'm sorry.
I can't recover, but we got Zell.
This guy was cool because I was reading him, and it's got a lot to do with playing additional lands, but at the end they go back to your hand. So it's like you get more to play with on the turn, but they do come back, so it's weird.
One of the weirder, red ramp landfall-y things. I don't think I've seen a card like that in red. We got Snort, which...
Classic.
I mean, discarding and drawing 5 is not bad. The flashback cost, if you use that, and they take 5 damage as well, is pretty cool. Then we got Help.
Oh, Balthier and Fran. Now, the thing with Final Fantasy character names, for a long time, there was not voice acting or translations correctly. So there's a lot of character names that's like, what did you say when you were a kid? That's how it's said.
Okay, and this is a rabbit with the bow over here. Legolas as a rabbit. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a big one, right? Ultima Origin of Oblivion. And look at that art.
Yeah.
What is this? 4/4 when it attacks, put a blight counter on a land. As long as the land has a blight counter, it loses all land types and abilities and taps for colorless.
When you have a legendary creature that's God type, you know it's going to be big.
Ooh, okay. Oh, what? I don't. It's fine. It's fine.
We're not looking. We're not looking.
Whoa! What are you? Finn the Fangbearer.
Oh, nice.
So there's a whole bonus sheet of these reskins with with this art, and there are various magic cards, of course. There's a lot of interesting ones. This one doesn't particularly play with a lot of other stuff in the set. There aren't a lot of Death Touch creatures, really, but it is Finn the Fangbearer. And then we've got a double-sided foily something or other.
Let's look at this.
The backside is the Mother Crystal. Oh. Do you know what this is?
Mother Crystal from 14. I'm not very familiar with 14.
The front side is Venat, Heart of Hydaelyn,
I believe, but I'm not 100% on that.
3/3. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, draw a card. This triggers once a turn. 7. Exile target non-land permanent and transform this into a 4/4 indestructible. At the beginning of combat, put a +1/+1 counter on another creature you control until your next turn gains indestructible. If that creature is legendary, draw a card. So legendary payoffs and card draw. There's a few decks for that.
Nice.
It can't be too bad in a set like this because there's so many legends. Okay.
I thought it was a good pack though, with the alternate art here, this guy right here with the dual side foils. I mean, for me, it's all about the theme, and we're hitting some of the games I'm less familiar with, but they're still pretty cards, and it's really exciting to see.
I think you take a turn. I
turn?
wouldn't say I don't have the hottest hand after that.
I picked yours. How about you pick mine?
Yeah, I got you. All the way to the back, all the way to the left.
Sweet. Okay. All right, so we're getting into this one. Oh, look at that, another hero.
Yeah.
What's on the backside? Another robot warrior. Look at that. All right, flipping in. Commune with Beavers. This is from early Final Fantasy 2, 3. Oh, it says on the bottom. It is 2. Nailed it. It's Final Fantasy 2. I didn't question myself at all.
Guys speak Beaver.
This is one of the creatures that I cannot pronounce from Final Fantasy 15. It's like Quirrell.
Quirrell.
Yeah.
Quirrell.
Very cool one. Prisha's Wandering. Library card for a basic land or town card. I see a lot of stuff with towns now. Zach Fair, this is a favorite of somebody we know.
I've heard a lot of some man crush on Zach going around.
Yep, he's a big guy. Lionheart, I believe this is the sword from Final Fantasy VIII. This is Squall's sword. It's the gun blade that I was talking about earlier.
That's the gun blade. No wonder it does 2 damage to any target.
Yep. We got Relentless X ATM 092.
Sounds like where I go to get money.
Ooh, Ambrosia White. Oh, we're getting a little spoilers. Ambrosia Whiteheart, legendary creature bird, Final Fantasy 16. Again, past 10 I'm not the most familiar with, but you gotta love chocobos.
It's another card that returns things to hand, and it's going to be standard legal, and the Pixie players are gonna play it, and I'm gonna be mad, and you don't know what any of that means. It's fine. It's like when you talk about Final Fantasy.
No, there we go. See, we're seeing it. We're gonna get another Fang, this time foily.
Okay. Yeah, that is a foilery. Oh my gosh. You get the number in the background. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, I really like what they did with that. I think it's simple but elegant. It looks really nice, especially in the foil.
I see Vanilla Ice every time. It's vanilla, cheerful, all I see is Vanilla Ice.
A mountain. Again, apologies. Oh, shoot, here we go. Sephiroth, Fabled Soldier. That's a character, if you're not even that familiar with Final Fantasy, you probably have heard of Sephiroth.
Oh my god, yes. This is one of the ones I have heard of. The one-wing angel. And really excited to see this card in action, both in Standard and Commander. An absolute sacrifice player's dream.
Sick, here we go. Ooh. Kimari, this is a character from my game, Final Fantasy X. Essentially, this big blue lion dude that helps you fight.
Your game?
Big, good protector.
Yeah, you made this one?
No, not in my game. This is my Final Fantasy. Everyone's got their own Final Fantasy.
I always knew you had a decorated past.
Everyone's got their own Final Fantasy.
What's mine?
This one's mine. I'm going to give you a solid 4. I think you're a Final Fantasy 4 guy.
That's not true.
Okay.
I actually do have a Final Fantasy that I've played.
Which one?
You want to guess?
Is it recent or in the past?
It's me.
Okay.
Final Fantasy.
Ooh, the first one? Stokes is guessing the first one? Number one?
Number one.
All right.
Number
Nailed
King
it.
1 was the only Final Fantasy I ever played.
Okay.
Rented from the local video store in Gaylord, Michigan, to my mom on a Sunday afternoon after church. Because that's when we returned things, was after church.
Awesome.
Every week.
Best time to get into Final Fantasy right there. Cloud's Limit Break. I really like what they did with the limit breaks in the cards. You got a couple different options with the abilities and stuff that tie to the characters from the games. Really smart.
It's like Kicker, it's like Spree, it's neither one. It's very cool. It works in a lot of ways.
Kane, Traitorous Dragon.
That's another one that I've been looking for.
Oh, nice.
Brent, that says Dragoon.
A
Oh, it does say Dragoon.
Yeah, a human knight, not a dragon. That would
sorry.
be crazy. It has the jump ability. During your turn, it has flying. I can only imagine what that's like in the game. And when it does damage to a player, they gain control of it. And if they do, draw cards for the amount of damage it dealt, create that many treasure tokens, and lose that much life. What a commander card.
Nice.
What a sweet commander card. And just combine this with the card Hatred and pay like your whole life total and then kill somebody and then give Kane to somebody else and draw that many cards and gain that life. Don't worry about it. Just continue.
Next one.
It's so good.
Oh, we got another cool art. Baron Rivalry.
Deadly Dispute.
Deadly Dispute.
Yep. Good with the Sephiroth. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, the Darkness Crystal.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Legendary artifact. Black spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, instead exile it and you gain 2 life.
Love that.
And then for 4 and 2 black, tap it, put target creature card exiled with the Darkness Crystal onto the battlefield tapped under your control with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it.
Oh my gosh. There's some Doffy Voidwalker like on an artifact with a Whip of Erebos vibe going on here, and it's beautiful, and I love this. Look at the crystal though. It's even got the white, blue, red, and green ones like hovering around the artwork. That's actually that is really beautiful. I think that's a banger pack. I bet people pay for that. I think you should go again.
Go again?
Yeah, see if you can crack another crystal and keep it going.
I'll do this one. This was my second option for when you had me pick one for you. It's right here. But we got another Robot Warrior on this side. There it is, Sephiroth 1 Winged Angel Emblem.
That's the emblem, yep.
Yeah.
And you get an emblem. There you go. I'm gonna keep that with you. Go
There
on.
we go.
Continue.
All right. Ooh, Laughing Mad with a little bit of Kefka on the art.
Yep.
Fan favorite bad guy.
I've learned. I've heard the name a few times.
Comes up a lot. Fate of the Suncrist. Magic Dampener. Or Damper.
Dampier.
Sleep Magic.
My favorite.
Coral Sword. Sazu's Chocobo. Again, gotta love Chocobos.
That one in particular, a +1/+1 counter for every land that enters for a 1-mana card is kind of terrifying. Shay's gonna play that in Bristly Bill and love it so much.
Well, Shay's off camera, just not giving us the
He
nod.
is going to kill me with this card. Guaranteed.
Ignis, I believe it's Sentia from Final Fantasy 15. This is one that I didn't play a lot of, but I watched the wife play all the way through. The rock band boy road trip kind of game.
So I got, where was it? I heard yesterday, somebody was like, I don't like the boy band one.
Yep.
I was like, tell me more.
Yep.
Immediately.
A lot of black leather, road trip, open roads, just driving, top down, hair in the wind.
I did not know this was the universe. Continue.
Ooh, summon Chocobo, or Choco and Mog.
Choco and Mog on Stampede, other creatures get +1/+0 until end of turn, like 4 times. Nice. It is a bird.
Yep. And you got that new enchantment Saga creature. Planes, getting closer.
7th Heaven. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. I was like, for a second, I thought you were talking about the show, and I was like, where did that come from?
Are they talking about the show? I don't know what's going on. Clive's Hideaway.
Yep. Another land, that town.
They put a Hideaway card back in Standard. It's been a long time, I think. No. Or Capenna had some, I guess. But that's pretty cool for a land.
Yeah. Ooh. Bugenhagen, Wise Elder, I believe.
Look
at
what's going on with his facial hair. Beginner upkeep, if you control a creature with power 7 or greater, draw a card. Yeah. And it taps for mana? Yeah. Another Shay card. This is a Shay pack.
Ooh. Oh, shoot. Flow the one way. Hope Eslium.
This is an interesting one because it can be a win con if you gain enough life. So if you somehow gain over like 80 life or something in a turn, this can translate right into a victory when all your opponents have to mill that many cards.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So kind of awesome to pay off life gain in a way that ends the game instead of put like a bunch of +1/+1 counters on something or just make the game take forever.
Yeah. Ooh.
What the heck?
There we go. Graha Tia Scion Reborn. Final Fantasy 14's got that sweet foiling on it.
Dude, Jesus Christ, where are the sleeves?
Oh my god, I forgot about the sleeves. I think I pulled them out earlier and completely forgot about it. Here.
Dragon Shield. How many Dragon Shields do we have in here? What the heck are we thinking? Oh my god. Yeah, come here. There we go.
There it is.
Oh my gosh. Get that cat wizard behind plastic.
Oh shoot, I got 2 more. I thought I only had 1 more. Here we go. Ooh, Thrum of the Vestige.
Oh, ew, it's a lightning bolt.
Ew, it's a lightning bolt.
Sorry, I'm not into that. I'm not down with lightning bolt, but there you go. Hey, at least it's something a little different for a red deck every once in a while. Mm-hmm. You know, they can have some different art on their lightning bolt.
Yeah, there we go. And then Noctis, Prince of Lucius. That'll be the main character from Final Fantasy 15. The prince of the boy band, as it were.
The prince of the boy band. Also really into weapons, I'm guessing. Something to do with artifacts. That makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. I guess you can hang out with the really cool kids. Lightning Bolt can't.
Okay.
I think I got to take one.
All right, here you go.
That Lightning Bolt just tilted me. Dude.
That's fair. Here, I got scissors for you.
All right. Look I found a way to like keep it a secret so you don't see the double sideys. There you go. Another summon Chocomog. Yep. I gotta remember to put that in the bird deck. Let's see, we got Retrieve the Esper. Stolen Uniform again. Summon
Fenrir.
Is that cool?
Yeah, it's a giant wolf creature you can summon and help fight with you.
That's pretty nice. Mm-hmm. It ramps, actually. It's a ramp spell that is also a creature. That is kind of sweet.
Who dares summon me from the darkness?
We got a double-sider in Side Quest, card collection. You know, I've been playing that Side Quest for like 20-some years.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're going on 30 years of me on this side quest, and I can't seem to solve it.
When do you get to transform?
I don't think I ever get to transform. I think I'm stuck the way I am. I met a friend of mine who's known me for about 15 years, and said what he said to his wife when he got home was, vampire. He's a vampire. It's the only explanation. All I do is collect cards in the dark, and I've been doing it for like as long as I've been alive, and that's just the way it's going to be.
Nothing wrong with that.
I went straight to the rare like an idiot.
I was going to say, I saw you pulling it out, and I was like, maybe there is something I missed.
Got to keep you guessing at home. So that is Lindblom Industrial Regency, and this is the Adventureland. I like all the Adventurelands. I think this one's actually good.
Oh, okay.
Because for a pretty low cost, only 3 mana at instant speed, notably, you make an 0/1 wizard creature token whenever you cast a non-creature spell, 1 damage to each opponent. So, like, the idea of being able to have your mana open, have options, and if nothing important happens that makes you use your spell, you cast this on the adventure side next turn, untap, play this from the adventure side, you get 2 cards out of it. It's like a draw 2 in red. Any red deck can like run it, which is kind of messed up.
Nice.
How it feels. Now, it would be nice if you could sacrifice this to draw real cards. That would be nice too. Back to the uncommons.
Yep. Back to that boy band.
Not quite Primeval Titan, but working on it.
Yep.
Then we got this. What the heck are you?
Summon Anima.
Summon Anima. You draw a card and lose 1 life. Oh, I like it already. You do that 3 times for 4/4 menace, and then each opponent sacrifice a creature of their choice and loses 3 life.
Oh, and it has menace. That's great.
Very pretty critter saga. We've got a swamp for a change. That's how you know we're on the right track.
Here we go.
A Realm Reborn. Other permanents you control. Tap for 1 mana of any color. It's a 6-mana enchantment. Is this the next bootlegger stash, or is it better than that? The fact that it can give it to all your tokens can make it kind of free in some ways. Lots of untapped shenanigans can happen with this card. I don't know. It's an exciting one. Yeah, we got another.
Hey, there we go.
Another darkness.
Darkness crystal.
Yours was foil.
Yeah. I didn't want to point it out, but I'm glad you recognize.
I understand. I get it. And Bannon, the Returner's Leader, is a pretty cool card. It gets a lot of value out of like discardy type stuff. It's only 2 mana for 1/3. When you attack, you can pay 1 to discard a card if you do draw. And once during each of your turns, you may cast a creature spell from among the cards in your graveyard that were put there from anywhere other than the battlefield this turn. So if you mill it, if you discard it, you can cast those creatures. Very cool. Then we got Sid.
Sid. This one of Sid. This one's from 7. Sid is cool because you got 15 different arts, I believe, in the set, because Sid essentially is in every one of them, but always seems to appear differently.
But the Sid that has the different arts is a blue-white, like, cycling Sid. This is a different Sid.
Different Sid card? Okay.
Yeah, this is a 2-mana 2/2 that works with vehicles, which is kind of also
definitely
jumps.
on theme.
Yeah, apparently jumping is just a thing. It would be really funny if this was the other Sid.
Boom.
Ooh, hello. It's Muldrotha.
Hey!
That is a really cool Muldrotha, though. Like, if you want a shiny Muldrotha, again, Shay over there probably licking her chops at this one, too. She's like, what is that? It shines and it does gross graveyard stuff. I like it. All right, I'm going to cede my time, the next open to you. That was a good pack, but I don't think it was like a run up the score good pack.
I think this one, to hopefully get us a real good one, I'm going to add a little bit of Beard Magic onto it.
No.
Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but just, making sure it knows
This
that we want
might be
something.
a video on the channel. We only did that on like weird live drip streams that nobody went to see.
Well, now everyone knows about it. May I steal those scissors from you, good sir?
I won't doubt it. If you hit the Chocobo,
This is
Beard
it?
Magic for it.
Okay.
If this is it.
We got a wizard token with a hero on the other side. Got a lot of heroes. I'm going to try to make sure I pull from the right side. There we go. Vane's Treachery.
Okay.
Dreams of Laguna. Sahagin, I believe.
I guess it's a merfolk.
Merfolk.
Sure.
Cargo Ship. Dragoon's Lance. Rufus Shinra.
One of a few cards in the set that make a dog, which is so cool. We need more of that. We can have an all-dog pod soon.
Got another 2-sided card. We got X-Death Void Warlock.
X-Death. What
With
a name.
Neo X-Death Dimensions End on the other side.
Some of these names are so metal.
Oh, Final Fantasy's got a lot of cool
Powerful.
metal stuff in it.
You can bleep yourself, You can
That's
say
true. I guess
whatever
I
you
could have.
want.
I could
You're
have fixed
editing
it.
this.
It was me. I don't know. Prompt 2, Argentum. Another one of the boy band members. Island. Hey, Beard Matt's got to count for something. I got you an island. That's pretty good.
You just have to rub it in.
Oh, Choco Seeker of Paradise.
We needed this.
That's great. It's not the Chocobo we were thinking, but I'm glad we need that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, you've got to think of the right Choco. But this is the one that not only will it be in Standard, but it might also be a very big one in Commander for the amount of crazy landfall power that the birds can accumulate. This card is like pretty messed up. And we did need one for reasons.
Glad I got it for us. Next one. Cypher Almacy. I don't know why I signed up to pronounce all these
Something
names.
double strikey. What is this? This is Final Fantasy. What is that? A
8,
13?
I believe.
No, it's in 18. No, they don't have that. Yeah, 8.
Yep, 8.
Yeah, 8.
Cool. Oh, almost went too far ahead. Here we go. Ooh, another Adventure Town.
Yep.
Adventure Land.
The Jidor Aristocratic Capital. A mill land. Mill on a land. How about that?
Oh, here we go. Another double-sided. We got Kuja, Genome Sorcerer.
It's an interesting commander. It's a strange one, but it makes a bunch of wizards and then can transform, and your wizards deal double damage. So really nice with our wizard token up here.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. And we've got, Princess Sarah.
Azusa.
This is from your Final Fantasy.
It's Azusa, Lost but yeah, I remember it so well. we had the names back then, Princess Sarah.
Yeah.
None of this put all kinds of weird syllables, spell it different to stand out stuff.
Kept it
just
real
Sarah.
simple.
It's just Princess Sarah.
Hey, sometimes the main character is easy. You got Cloud. That's pretty easy. Terra. That's easy.
Yeah, I come from a simpler time. Okay, let's. She needs to be sleeved up. She's delicate. She's getting old. She's been around. All right, there we go.
Next one is another double-sided. We got the Kefka Court. Which one is this one? Court Mage.
Oh my god.
And on the other side, Kefka, Ruler of Ruin.
I have heard this name over and over since this card was spoiled. Like, everybody is excited about Kefka. And that art looks absolutely terrifying. I can see why. This is the creepiest clown in the Magic verse now. The Jolly Balloon Man wishes it were Kefka.
Yep.
So, yeah, the flip side, the discarding, you can clone it, you can blink it. Like, this card is going to be an absolute monster. Everybody's after this guy.
So we thumbs up, thumbs down on the Beard Magic.
So you hit not one, but two commanders that we needed for reasons. So that's a full thumbs up. You get to go again. Yeah. Let it ride. Let it ride.
We'll do the other side this time.
Please no, I'm wearing headphones.
You know, we were going to turn this into an ASMR video, and let me know in the comments if that's what if that's the ASMR content you're looking for.
If that's the one you're looking for, don't worry, I'll grow it out. We'll get it going real good. We got another hero token with a treasure. Always need treasure tokens. Flip this over. Chocobo kick.
Nice.
They tend to do that.
Ooh. Queer
merchant.
Quick-iron merchant. Quick-iron be citizen.
What did you just call me?
And we got instant ramen. Let's go.
I love this so much. This is one of the best cards ever. It has flash.
It does have flash.
Because it's instant. But yeah, anyway. Beautiful.
Garatia. Judge Magister Gabrin. Nailed it.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice.
There's Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice is back.
There's the top half of Ragnarok.
Frame. Yeah, finish the character here. Let's go.
Huh. Ooh, Diamond Weapon.
Naturally.
Ooh.
There's Vanilla Ice.
There's Vanilla Ice. A little foily action with the special art on the one side.
Didn't we? Yeah, we opened the other side, right?
We did. It'll be Fang.
Yeah. There. Look at that. We actually have the pairing right here. You guys can see that when they meld, the backside looks straight out of Neon Genesis. It looks absolutely amazing.
Yep.
I attack you with this way too large magic card. I was trying to find good images online of melded cards to show Rarin for a video. It's like harder than you think to find. So there's one.
And here we go. Plains. There's the road.
For the boy band.
Yep.
Yeah.
The darkness crystal and a different art. Wow,
Could we get a few of the other crystals now? We actually have a couple now.
Yeah. We're getting that a lot. Xanarkin, Ancient Metropolis. It's another adventure town or adventure land.
Yeah, the green town. Nice. This one makes a 1/1 colorless hero and puts a +1 on it for each land you control. So can definitely make some giant monsters in a land stack.
Awesome. Waka, Devoted Guardian. See, Xanarkin and Waka both from Final Fantasy X. Very familiar with these characters.
I don't know if I've read this one. Reach and Trample 4/4. Deals combat damage to a player. Destroy an artifact that player controls and gets a counter. And it has Blitzball Captain.
Heck yeah, Blitzball.
That's an ability in Magic the Gathering.
I love it.
At the beginning of your end step, if a counter was put on this, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control.
Very cool.
That's a pretty good card.
Yep.
That's a scary card.
For probably if I put 10 hours into Final Fantasy X, I put 50 hours playing Blitzball.
Is that what these X's are? Are they literally like referencing what game you're in, dude? Like, because that is so meta. Does Final Fantasy get that meta?
Final Fantasy doesn't get that meta. Final Fantasy has a thing for belts and chains. If they can put more belts and chains on a character, that's the better the character.
Sure. I buy it. His pants might be half X's as well. I really feel like they're going pretty far on this one.
Cloud, Midgar Mercenary. Another character that if you're at all familiar with Final Fantasy, you're going to be familiar with Cloud.
Yeah, equipment tutor, going to be great in Commander. Might make a statement in Standard in some ways.
Squall, Leonhardt. There he is.
Danitha. So we've got a Danitha, another equipment card that can slot into some decks.
And then I think the final card of the pack, another two-sided. We got Jill, Shiva's Dominant.
Okay.
I'm not here to judge.
Hi, Jill.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just let them know,
Yep.
like right up front. So this a flip one turns into an enchantment creature, and when she enters, she returns an on-land permanent to owner's hand other than herself. So pretty cool blue bouncy critter. I think that was okay. I think I can take the reins again.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I think
wore
that
out
my
your
left
magic.
side, my left side was definitely stronger than my right. Apparently, I know what my good side is now, so I'll just.
It's okay. We can both cut that part and cut this pack. It's all good.
I'm not cutting it.
The editor's right here. You get to see the whole experience. You can see from the look on his face what's going to make it into the final cut or not. And when I'm just filling time, he knows he's going to have to edit later, and the audio he's going to have to balance, and how much he doesn't like that. And then when I cast something, when I start a turn with, okay, we're going to have to keep track of the storm count this turn, and he just gets up and he walks away from. Anyway, we can definitely move on.
The worst possible merch drop is here. We've got hats. We've got hoodies. There's t-shirts. And most importantly, we have play mats. Brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. And always use the promo code WORST to get a discount at checkout and a free token. Pre-orders start on May 28th and run into early June. So head to CoolStuffInc.com/CGB right now. That's CovertGoBlue HQ. And pre-order the worst possible merch. Now let's get back to the video. It wouldn't be the worst possible merch drop without the worst possible ad read, wouldn't it?
There is our token, and it's the dog.
Hey, Angelo.
Angelo the dog. Oh, a couple of cards that make dogs. That's the other dog, right?
Dark Star.
Yeah, there's the
Yep.
legendary token dogs.
Look at the chains. I told you.
White Mage's Staff. Ice Flan.
I've killed so many of those. So many of those.
Heck of a face.
Yeah.
All right, Blitzball Shot.
Hey, let's go. There's Waka again.
I don't understand the excitement. Circle of Power. Then Barrett Wallace is, it looks like Blade.
A little bit. He's got a chain gun for an arm, which makes it a little different, but.
Yeah, maybe. Chocobo Racetrack. That's
Nice.
a nice one.
Oh, good blitz split of Final Fantasy 10 and 7 in this pack.
We got an Adelbert Steiner. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
All right. Summon Fat Chocobo.
Yeah. I was hoping we get
We
this
talk
card.
like this to Chocobos?
Well, when they're looking like that, I'm just saying, we got to watch the
Summon
way.
Chonky Chocobo. How hard is it?
Even the Moogles are a little concerned for him.
We got a Plains. And we have Summon Brynhilder. I'm scared because it's a red card that looks a little good.
Uh-oh.
I don't like that in Standard. Exile the top card of your library as a 2/1. During any turn you put a lore counter on this saga, you may play that card. So you can play it this turn, next turn, maybe the turn after that, assuming nothing terrible happens to this. And then 2 and 3, when you next cast a creature spell, it gains haste.
Ooh. Okay.
Now, the good news is most red cards that actually see play already have haste. So maybe that will save us from this card actually doing a lot.
That's fair.
We'll see. Summon GF Cerberus.
Yep.
It's a dog enchantment that surveils. Okay, sure. Copy stuff.
A lot of summons in this pack.
Yeah, why not? Transpose. Draw a card, discard a card, rebound. Interesting. Then we have another Jill.
Hey.
All right, Jill's back. Still dominant.
Still dominant. She ain't changing.
Wild Rose Rebellion.
A counter spell.
I got 2 blue and 1 word.
Got 2 blue.
And then we has Dion Bahamut's Dominant. More dominance. During your turn, it and other knights have flying. You have a knight's deck, don't
I
you?
do, yeah. That's
And when it
exciting.
enters, it makes a 2/2 knight. And it flips for a really expensive cost into Bahamut, which puts a counter on each other creature. And they gain flying. You ready for some flying? And then eventually it destroys something and then exiles and comes back and starts all over again. That pack was all right, but I think you should take the next one.
Take the next one?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Let's even out these sides. This will knock them 2 to both sides.
Yeah.
We got the bird token and a hero.
Oh, we're gonna need that Chocobo token. Actually, I'm gonna put that over here with the must plays.
Perfect. Oh, look at that cat. It's a flying cat with bat wings.
I don't know why any cat would ever have vigilance. My cats don't notice anything going on, ever.
That's fair. We got Gisahi?
I'm relying on you, dude. I can't.
Oh, man.
I don't know what that is. It makes a chocobo. There. That's what it is.
Boom. Paladin's Arms. Gaius Van Baelsar?
Pretty cool sacrifice card. Fits in a number of decks.
Battle Menu. This is a card that I was so excited to see because it essentially lays out attack, ability, magic, and item. Essentially what you get in a standard turn-based Final Fantasy game on a card. It's so cool.
They had a lot of that going in number 1.
They definitely
this card I can relate to.
They essentially have a lot of that going on until like 11.
Yeah. Black Waltz number 3.
Yep. Cool flying Death Touch guy. Oh, we got Barrett again.
Mr. Wallace is back.
Summon Esper Rama.
But it's not Esper. It's
Not a different Esper.
What are we doing here?
We're mixing worlds with different
Why?
Espers, and it's gonna be rough. Ooh, Mountain. Dion, we've seen him before. Another dominant. Ooh, the Balthier and Fran.
Yep, the rabbit. It's the human rabbit. That's all it is to me. Absolute
Virtue.
This card is bananas. This card is stupid. Why did they do this? This isn't a commander card. This is in standard. And it says you have protection from each of your opponents. So you can like reanimate this. You can have this on turn 4 in standard, and it's an 8/8 flyer, and you have protection from your opponents, Brent.
And it can't be countered.
Now you know why I don't like it. Wish we had an open one.
No,
Like, what are we doing here? If there are 2 cards that are not Esper, they're red and green. That's the most un-Esper thing I've ever seen.
I'm sorry. I didn't make the game as we covered already. Ooh, Emmett Selch Asian.
Crick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Crick. It's a Pay-Phyrexian mana dude over here. We can, you know what?
We'll sleeve him up.
Have a little sleeve.
There's a
Have
little sleeve
for Crick. What do I know?
Is this it? Is this the serialized?
I didn't want to jinx it, but no, obviously.
Primal Odin, another enchantment creature saga. 5/3. Destroy target creature and opponent controls on 1.
It enters and kills stuff. That's nice.
Always good. This creature gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game.
Wish that got around Absolute Virtue, but it doesn't. But they printed loses the game on chapter 2 of a creature saga enchantment.
Yeah.
That might, that could be a problem.
And if that doesn't end the game, the next one is draw some cards.
I don't know why drawing cards is after winning the game. I'm kind of disappointed. I would feel like the job was undone. Is how I would look at that. But sure, you get a sleeve. You might be a really good card.
There we go.
I get it.
You grabbing the next one?
Yeah, let's
Here we
do
go.
it. Let's do it. I think you are gonna be a nice pack to me. Yes. Yes.
I believe.
What is like a character from Final Fantasy that you would love to see a card of? Not necessarily to be like the most valuable, but to be just something that you would love to see.
With the alt arts and stuff like that we beginning of like reskins of cards, I know there's a Tidus card that it looks really good. It's like essentially like the main art that Tidus is used for, the image of Tidus, and I would like to have that. Or there's one of Tidus and Yuna in the spring that would be really cool. So there's a couple of those.
Tidus and Yuna in the spring?
They're essentially like they're holding each other in water.
Swimming?
Yeah, in a way. It's a little bit more meaningful than that, but
it's kind of hot, dude.
I mean,
what's going on?
Final Fantasy is
what happened.
If Final Fantasy anything, Final Fantasy's hot.
Okay.
I think that's the Ristic study, right?
One of them is. I couldn't remember which.
Yeah, he'll finally be happy about making people pay the 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, editing that's really fun, I bet. Anyway, we got this Torgal, a fine hound.
Oh, nice.
Right, yeah, more doggos. We got this Torgal, a fine hound.
Okay.
It's singular, but we have 2 of them.
Yep.
Back to back in the pack, of course.
Can we go for a third?
No, we got a forest. We got to have the
green.
land spot. This probably can't be a Torgal, a fine hound. It is. What is that?
Golbez Crystal Collector. Well, we got all those crystals. We got to have the person that collects them.
Especially in black.
Yeah.
Whenever an artifact you control enters surveil, then a whole bunch of text, something artifacts, something lose life, something. Yeah. We got summon Ixion.
One of my favorite summons from Final Fantasy X.
Exile target creature and opponent controls. You get a few turns off from something obnoxious. It is a unicorn.
Yep.
And so the My Little Pony deck needs it.
A lightning unicorn. It's really cool.
We got Seymour Flux. What? That is a 5/5. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 1 life. If you do, draw a card and put a counter on it.
Yep. You're not really seeing it. Seymour usually has a deep V-cut outfit that he wears through the entire game. This is later on, but big giant V-cut, really showing off the chest.
I'm
Seymour.
known for having a lot to say about plunging V-cuts in my fantasy content, but in this case, I really don't give a flux.
That was good. That was good. I was with you all the way there.
You better not cut that out. You better not cut that one out. That one has to stay. We got Joshua. Phoenix is dominant.
Another dominant.
Okay.
Seems to be a theme in 16.
What does it mean to be a dominant in Final Fantasy?
Unfortunately, in Final Fantasy as a whole, I could probably answer that. In 16, I'm not familiar.
Leave us a comment.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be a dominant in Final Fantasy? So, we got Sir Conrad the Grim.
Yep.
Nice.
Got Golbez again.
Another new art for Shay to kill us with. And we have, well, it's the Human Rabbit.
We're getting a lot of
Like our
them.
third different art. Okay, this one, what is this outfit on this bunny? Look at this bunny. This bunny was like hidden behind the human in the other ones. Now they give you that.
Uh-huh.
That
From what I know from fantasy games is that has the highest defense, obviously. That's why she's wearing it.
yes, okay. Yep. I'm sure that's true. How about you open one?
All right. Grab him from the left. Got the Moogle.
We sure did. Thank goodness.
Suplex.
So is that what I think it is? Because I'm in like WWE John Cena, like da 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 da.
Yes.
Suplex.
And if you notice,
Wait, hold on. No, it's who is it? Brock Lesnar. Suplex City, bitch. Suplex City, Suplex City, bitch. No, nothing.
I don't have that one. But he is about to suplex a train in this. If that helps.
Like actually, like
Yeah. Just you got to take care of the train.
Right. Hit him with a German. Hit him with an F5.
Dragoon's Wyvern. Haste Magic.
I think that card's pretty good. I hate it.
Random Encounter. Classic thing from Final Fantasy. Cactar.
1 mana 3/3 trample. 1 mana 3/3 trample, Brent. It goes away, but it's
still cool.
It's still there to block and then hit something. It's kind of sick.
We got the Emperor of Palamacia.
I've been there lots of times. It has a backside.
Ooh.
Yep, has a nice backside at Palamacia. Look at that thing, shiny.
Was it the Lord Master of Hell on the back?
Was it? Oh God, I met him and didn't even know about the title. Seemed like a nice guy at the time. I don't know. It turns out to be the Lord Master of Hell.
Hey, sometimes they just end up being. You never know.
Just seemed like another dude at the bar.
Yeah, you never know who you're going to meet at a party.
Fine.
You got the Quistis Trepe? Or Trep?
Like a Snapcaster Mage. I'm kind of a fan.
Another Ambrosia.
Bird. Another bird.
That island for you.
Thank you.
Summon Bahamut.
This is colorless? It is. Oh my gosh. This is 9 mana for a 9/9. Enchantment creature Saga Dragon. Destroys a thing, draws 2 cards, and then does damage equal to mana value of other permanents you control to each opponent. This is probably, Stokes, a Zula card.
Cascade.
I think I already cascaded twice just reading it. Bowl of Alamigo?
Ooh. 14. Okay, I was like, I'm not familiar with that, but yeah. I haven't played a lot of 14. The Falcon Airship Restored.
Sure. Like reanimate on a vehicle.
Protection Magic with Yuna there.
Is that
So-
her jam? She like protects stuff?
She's a summoner, so she actually summons all the giant creatures we keep pulling is kind of her big thing.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Memories of Nibelheim.
Stroke of Midnight.
The girl Tifa on there.
That is a removal spell, even though it looks incredibly blue.
And then, hey, we got Cloud again.
Hey, buddy.
Can't go wrong with Cloud.
See, we need to open a Buster Sword so you have something to find.
That's true.
That is a heck of a cheap way to tutor an equipment and have a body to throw it on. Kind of a kind of a cool dude, you know? Cloud is another one of those names like Sephiroth. Like, I've heard those names.
Yep.
I don't know much about them. I just know people love them.
Yep, Cloud.
That's what I know.
Cloud, Sephiroth, you're both going to see in other games like Smash Bros, Kingdom Hearts. They go beyond just Final Fantasy.
Okay, there's only 2 left.
Only 2 left.
So if you're if you're getting really tired of our banter and just want to know if we open something amazing, like, you're almost there. I don't know why you didn't just, like, you can probably just scroll over the video and see if there's a big old spike, like, right at the end. That would we don't want to give them this stuff.
Yeah, don't give them that.
No,
I took so much time editing.
And my watch time is literally what pays our bills.
Yeah, just watch.
Yeah, don't do that. So there we go. We got the Scout, and we got the Iron Giant. Some people like that movie. I don't know.
Superman.
Undercity Dire Rat. Eject. We got a Phantom Train.
The one you suplex.
The one you suplex is the Phantom Train. Look at this. It's like, this looks like a classic locomotive. This is in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
This is like Americana like stuff.
Yeah, they really blend a lot of stuff, especially with tech and stuff. In like between like 6 and 10, they really kind of merge the world of magic and tech.
This Elixir is pretty gross. It can probably help me play really long games of Magic. Summon Chocomog. And, we got another of the, is this
Surge Foil, I believe?
Surge, Ripple, something, Ripple Foil?
No, that's a Surge Foil.
Surge Foil? Okay, Brent
Nailed it.
wins.
Victory.
And then,
Ooh.
am I grabbing the right
You're
side?
on-
This is the
well,
part where I forget.
That's the big one.
Oh, it is. Okay, well, it's the Earth Crystal, and we needed one.
Hey, there we go.
Green spells cost 1 less to cast. If one or more +1/+1 counters are put on a creature you control, twice that many counters are put on it instead.
You have another big one?
I do wrap it. They're all big ones around here. There's a.
Hey,
I say that and then I do that.
you get a land.
All right. Lose sacrifice. Right?
Yeah.
I'm loot. That's a Fight Club line. Anyway, it's a counter spell, so I should open those. That's a good move.
That's all you.
We got Heidegger.
Heidegger?
Shinra Executive.
Yep.
Dude looks like he's running the soldier encampment, telling soldiers what to do.
Essentially,
Giving
yeah.
some instructions about where to march. We got Master Seymour.
There he is. You see that deep V? There it is.
That's the deep V.
Look at how deep it goes. It goes
Yeah.
all the way.
You could say I
down.
see much more of them.
I have to leave all these in too.
So ultimate magic meteor. If that hit the studio right now, we'd be saved from having to put this on the internet. And we got Brainstorm.
Oh!
Yeah, we got Brainstorm.
It's all characters from 14. Endwalker.
Indeed. That's a fun one. There you go. Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Oh.
One to go.
One to go.
Yeah, pull out the big guns. I mean, what else can we do?
That's true.
I don't know. How about this? Maybe I summon in a little help.
Okay. Whoa!
Whoa.
Hey!
Hey, what's up?
Hey, welcome.
I stopped by for the final pack.
The final pack of Final Fantasy?
I heard you needed some help.
Yeah, well, I mean, we pulled up some good stuff, but I think you might have exactly what we need.
Okay, here we go.
No pressure, though.
Yeah, no pressure. All right, now.
Okay, so the front of the pack will have a token you can pull off, and then you want to pull from the top.
Treasure.
That is what you are.
Okay, so
Here we
from
go.
Here
Yep.
we go. Airship crash.
Nice.
What's that?
Quatrub Fourier.
Forayer? Zombie. I like zombies.
You do like zombies. That's the first one we got of that, so.
Okay.
Oh, Sephiroth's intervention. This art is probably one of the most key moments in all of Final Fantasy.
Really?
It's awesome. He's about to kill the love interest of the main character. That's what's happening right there.
That's a bad guy.
Yeah, it's a bad guy.
That's a real bad guy.
Yep.
Okay. Dark Knight's Greatsword. Cool equipment. Ooh, Golgari, Cloud of Darkness.
Oh, you're pulling all cards we haven't seen, really. This is crazy.
It's because I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Ring of the Lucy?
Yeah.
Lucy!
Lucy.
I'm home. Okay, here we go. Shanato, Tactician Magician.
Look at that guy.
Dwarf Wizard.
Yeah.
Very cute. Ooh, Foily.
Oh, yeah. Zidane.
That's a cool art. Okay. Oh, there's
Forest.
a forest.
Here we go.
From father to son. Taru.
Yep.
Dwarf advisor. So cute. Here we go. Next one. Rejoin the fight. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Here we
Here's a
go.
double-sided one.
Ifrit.
Ifrit.
It's the other side.
Oh.
Clive. Okay, yeah. Ifrit's dominant. There it is.
Another one.
Another one.
Okay, is this the last one?
Okay, here it is.
My hand is so sweaty. Okay, here we go. Here it is. 3, 2, 1. Boom!
There's another card there.
Another card, thank God. Okay. No offense, Clive Rosefield, but not what we were going for.
Vial Smasher.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, smasher.
All right, now this is the last one.
Okay,
Here we
now
go.
this is the last
Here we
one.
go.
3, 2, 1.
You stole a rule.
Oh.
I believe the face commander of one of the commander decks they got for 14.
Okay. And a cat druid.
And a cat druid.
That's pretty cool.
I think, if not most of, I think all those cards were new though. No serialized, but you really pulled out some new cards for us. Well done.
It wasn't exactly what we were aiming for, but it was still some good stuff.
It's still good stuff.
We'll
Well
see.
done.
I feel like CGB might have something to say about this, so I'm gonna.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
Some would call it a downgrade, but I'm here to finish the video. We opened a lot of cool cards, but we opened a lot of stuff that we didn't see. We got things that I actually haven't seen in card form yet. As we receive these, we got these Clives.
Yep.
These are really cool cards. We got Shay opened like all these Golgari cards.
Yeah.
Like
Back
what-
to back to back.
How did she do it? It's amazing. And yeah, a lot of these reskins that are actually incredibly cool. I will say that the arts and the styles in the collector boosters are kind of amazing just to see like coming out of the pack. Like,
So pretty.
It feels amazing. And this dude, Sephiroth, very badass. So, what do you think? We're gonna get some more Final Fantasy collector boosters?
I'm hoping so. I love Final Fantasy. I love the worlds, all the different, because every game's different. And like I said, everyone's got their own. So there's definitely cards that, like I said, there's the Tidus and Una one that I would like to grab. So definitely, we'll probably be pulling some more packs, trying to get some stuff that I want. But I just like opening cards and seeing stuff that, like a lot of these games I haven't played in 15 years. So to see the characters again, revisit those memories is really nice. I love it.
Well, thank you guys if you actually stayed till the end. Unbelievable. You heard so many bad jokes or great edits from Brent. One or the other, couldn't be both. Thank you for watching this video. As always, we'll see you in the next one.
You're cool. I don't know if you wanted me to do it with you.
Yeah, it's fine. You can do it with me. If not, it's like, of course, we both think they're cool,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You can't just let me have that.
Yeah.
So it's an us thing now. We've definitely done recording. We shouldn't talk like we're still recording, should we?
No, I could use
You're
this.
not going to use
Yeah,
this.
I don't know.
Use,
Maybe use it.
no, don't use this.
I mean, I'm looking pretty good.
Don't use
Okay,
this.
understood.